From the bottom of our hearts, let me thank the organizer, the director, and the IQAC coordinator. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to interact with you on the topic implementation of NEP 2020, a strategic approach for quality assessment, accreditation, and ranking for HE, that is higher education institutions in India. In next few minutes, I will be focusing on the strategic approach, the research and development, the accreditation, and the NAC process. Let me start with this. The Peter Drucker, the management guru, he rightly said the best way to predict the future is to create it. This is the D.Y.Patil Institute Computer Lab. And we are here to shape the future, the India tomorrow, by building the innovative technologies plus Indian talent is equal to India tomorrow. This is me. I did my postdoc and 2 PhDs with masters and MBA, the PhD in international trade from IIFT, that is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, and a PhD in wireless communication. So I got the opportunity to work with Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab on this concept called Pura, that is providing urban opportunities to rural area. Whatever is the best in urban, how we can transfer it to the rural. So I worked with him, developed 5 products, namely in mobile education, mobile health, mobile traffic, mobile agriculture. So these are the 5 products that are in market under the scheme called Pura, P-U-R-A, that is providing urban opportunities to rural area. And very proud to share with you, we are the NIRF ranked institute, ranked 47 in management. Also the Atal ranking. Let me start with this. Basically, the technology cannot replace the teacher, but teacher who is not adopting the technology will be no more in the academic institution. Screen banda kare वरचे. 1 sec. वरचं बंद पाहिजे मला. Controller. Yeah. So title is going digital. So every one of us, we need to adopt the technology. We are talking of blended education. We are talking of digital twin. We are talking the campus on cloud. So this ICT, that is the information and communication technology, is to prepare India for a knowledge future. Just now I mentioned is the IT plus IT is equal to IT. This has been said by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. And it was very difficult to understand in that time in 2016 when he launched the Digital India campaign and the entire education system, the digital education. He came up with the National Knowledge Network. He's came up with the NOFN, National Optic Fiber Network. And he made a statement that IT plus IT is equal to IT, which is nothing but the information technology or the innovation technologies plus the Indian talent is equal to India tomorrow. To build up the India tomorrow, we need to adopt these technologies. I popularly call them as ABCD and ARAI. So I remember the dean of the Harvard University rightly said, he wrote a book, The Future of Education and Education of the Future, the MBA of the future and the future of the MBAs. And that is very important. Mr. Datar, Professor Dr. Datar, he wrote a book and he mentioned. But coming to these technologies which are dominating the education, these are ABCD, ARAI. बोलेंगे ये पांडे साहब क्या सबरे सबरे बात कर रहे हैं ABCD की. But these are the technologies, my friend, the artificial intelligence, B, blockchain, C, cyber security, cloud, D, data sciences. AR, AI, augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, extended reality. And this is going to be the education of the future. All these realities. R, robotics, A, analytics, I, IoT, that is the Internet of Things, Internet of Everything, Internet of the Green Thing. Whether you are engineer or non-engineer, doesn't matter. These education technologies, they are dominating the education system. Let me tell you, when we are talking of NEP, when we are talking of NAG, the NBA, please understand the mindset of the students. We need to discuss the roots of the Indian education system. So these are the four categories of the student called CDEF. What do you mean by C? What do you mean by D? C, the students, they are taking the admission to the management institution on the campus placements, and that stands for C. How many campus recruitment is happening in the institution, that will measure the yardstick of the performance. The D, that is degree bundling, is entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurs. Startup India, Stand Up India, Hackathon, Management Hackathon. How much startups are coming out of the management institutions will decide the future of that institution. How many startup culture, the startup nursery, whether that is present in the management institution or not, and F is freelancers. So these are the CDF, EF. So 90% students, they are taking the admissions to shape their career, to shape their future. And as I rightly said, the e-learning to b-learning, that is the blended learning. Even UGC allowed the blended learning, that 30% of the syllabus can be online. The MOOCs, massive online open courses from the different universities, whether it may be a Harvard Business School or the MIT Sloan Management, Stanford, you name the institution, whether it is a LSE, London School of Economics, or London Business School. Campus on cloud and digital team, that is the mantra, my friends. We are living in this digital era. And most important, which NEP is focusing on, to the skilling India, the skills to be imbibed into the mindset of the students. There is a separate ministry called NSDC, called National Skill Development Corporation. There are more than 52 sector skill councils, FMCG. So many. Insurance, banking, BFSI, banking, finance, security, insurance, all the courses, they are ready with the sector councils, whether we are integrating these courses in our syllabus or not. Whether we are training our teachers, the master trainers will come from the NSDC, they will train the trainers, and the faculties at our management institution can teach that national quality framework to the students. There are specific job roles defined, and that is what the NEP is recommending. But very interesting, we are talking of education 4.0 and the industry 4.0, 5.0. We started of talking industry 5.0, all these technologies which I said. But let me tell you, if we are talking of this education 4.0, what do you mean by education 4.0? And this is very important to understand before going for the NEP implementation, before going for dual degree approaches of UGC, before going for anything, even for the NAC, the various criteria. What is education 4.0? Education 4.0, the 1.0 is all the Guru Shishya Parampara, the ancient Indian education system. One Guru, limited Shishyas, the entire funding from the king, that is called education 1.0. Education 2.0, my friends, when ink got invented in the 15th century, the books, the libraries, brick, mortars, universities, colleges, the era started called education 2.0. Education 3.0, when the emergence of WWW, World Wide Web, came into existence, the third wave started. The education 3.0 is web, WWW, PowerPoint presentation, online education, data transfer. That is all the era called education 3.0. And now 2020 onwards, we are living into the education 4.0. And what do you mean by education 4.0? Education 4.0 is the intelligent education. Education through machines, it's a personalized education. Making the use of technology into education is the smart education, and that is called education 4.0. In a classroom, in a class of 60, if I'm teaching as a teacher, I know Mr. Sandeep is struggling in 16 into 16, where Ramesh is very good in 32 into 32. With this all brain to machine interface, I can see on my screen who is struggling. I can go to that student. मैं उसका हाथ पकड़ूंगा, उसे समझाऊंगा. This is personalized education. This is intelligent education. This is education through machines. And we are living in this. That's why I said the augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, this is going to be the future of education. So this is the higher education system, the education 1.0, the faculties and as I said, the Vedic eras, the education 2.0, 3.0. But let me tell you the legacy of Indian civilization. If you know the 600 BC, the Panini, to carry the most ambiguous rules of grammar for machine translation thought of 600 BC by the Sanskrit grammarian Panini. The Charak, Charak Samhita, Sushrut Samhita near 400 BC, the evidence-based approach to the medicines, the surgical tradition, the Kautilya, the economics, the management guru, the Indian teacher. Arthashastra is considered as the classic in political economy. The Aryabhatta, the process of measuring the motion of planets. The earth is round, that it rotates on its axis. And Varaha Mihir, the domains of geography, botany, the animal science. Varaha Mihir, the Nagarjuna, the Rasa Ratnakar, the various bioassimilable drugs made from the metals and minerals. The Bhaskaracharya, the master of arithmetic and astronomy. My friends, why we are sharing this? This NEP has to play a very, very important role, and we are focusing on this legacy of the Indian higher education system in those eras. These are merely glimpses indicating intellectual legacy of Indian civilization. They can help us to discover our own roots. And the next wave of transformation, that is education 4.0, I said. But let me tell you, this is something very, very important. Now the student as a learner centric, staff as a facilitator, or the mentor or mentor mentee. These are the new dimensions, the education 4.0. The dynamic technology, experiential learning, and we are a part of university, industry, and society. These are the three important pillars. What is important in this? When I'm talking of university, it is all about the lectures, the delivery of the lectures, the assessment, the research, the learner experience, the student experience, the relevant skills. I spoke about the NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation, the assessment and credits, the MOOCs, the simulations, knowledge transfer, so many things, the information dissemination and the alumni network. What is there for industry? Industry is the appreciation of social credentials, on the job learning, and the most important is the real-time exposure to the students. And this all encompasses the NEP and the various parameters in the NAC. And what is there for society? For the society, it is the emotional intelligence and empathy, social applications, peer learning. So these are some important aspect of the learner centric in this. The key stakeholders, my friends, the learner, the individual aspirations of the learners, the university, the universalization of the mind is called university. We are part of the university. We are the standalone institutions under the university. The industry, the various research opportunities and solution development, and the society for whom we are the holistic human peace loving global society. And the mediums of delivery, the dynamic technologies, when, where, how, why, and the experiential learning. These are the features of our national education policy. But while saying all this, so what is the ultimate aim? The outcome based education we spoke enough about. The value based universal education system and this NEP is completely focusing that we want our graduates to be professionally sound, socially responsible, and spiritually aware. That's why the yoga, meditation, they are the part of the system now, this NEP implementation. The socially responsible, we want our students, they should be the socially responsible, the empathy and sympathy. Let me tell you one more thing. The clear cut discrimination about the role of a teacher. Aaj everybody whosoever is joining the organization, we call them as a professor. Lecturer, senior lecturer, assistant professor, associate professor, professor. ये सब कागज पे है. किसी को बुलाते हैं professor this, whether he is a 2 years of experience, 5 years of experience. But in the ancient days, in old system, there has a clear cut defined role for the teachers in education. The ancient Indian tradition has shown remarkable wisdom to define the role of the teachers, and you will be surprised. Let me tell you, the person, the teacher who gives information is designated as Adhyapak. One who imparts knowledge combined with information is designated as Upadhyay. The teacher who imparts skills is Acharya. Who give the deep insights in specialized subject is known as Pandit. And who is the visionary person, that promotes critical thinking, is known as Drashta. And who is the Guru? The highest level of the teacher is the Guru, who is able to awaken wisdom and liberate people from darkness to light. The Guru koi aise hi nahi hote. So there are two systems, my friends. In this, the ancient India, we were following the Gurukul system, and now the Kula Guru system. What is the difference between these two? In the Gurukul system, the education was about educing the latent capacities and potentialities of the students, of the pupils. It was treated as a process of biological development and not mere as a mechanical process operating on the basis of the collective drill and training. See, this is the difference. So this is the Gurukul versus Kulaguru. Gurukul system, Kulguru system, and in the Corona period, it was a Gurukul system. Ghar mein baitho aur sab karo. So what is the Gurukul and Kulaguru? In Gurukul, it's all the master-disciple relationship. And in this Kulaguru system is the teacher-student requisite. It was the Shastra-based Adhyayan in Kulguru, and it is now sciences-based Adhyapan. It's for ethical growth, and this is for professional excellence. This is for the compassion that is the driving force, and this is all about the commercial success, the key motivation. It's for contentment, and this Kulaguru is for disenchantment. The Gurukul system was about the curiosity and the creativity, and now this is all the conformity and imitation, the imitation. But my friends, the future of education, the blended pedagogy, The current silos such as campus-based, correspondence, external distance learning, online learning, this will slowly disappear. The future of education and pedagogies can be best built on 4 stages of teaching and learning by the IKS, that is the Indian Knowledge System, as very beautifully covered, very beautifully covered. See, these are the 4 aspects, and that is our Indian knowledge system. They called Adhidi, Bodh, Acharan, and Pracharan. What is this? The information and theory. See, I'm spending some time because I would like to give you the basic understanding of the NEP and NAC. The information and theory, this is about gathering the information, and this has can be attempted by students through self-study modules with the MOOCs, massive online open courses. And this requires teachers as a facilitating courses. Swayam Prabha, we want open to learn, Coursera, Udacity, these all they becoming the part and parcel of our teaching learning process. The role of a teacher as a facilitator. What is both the understanding and analysis? We want the social robots, the chatbots, and the role of teacher as a mentor. Because understanding the principles, deeper awareness, comprehension and analysis based on available information. What is Acharan? The performance and practice. This is all about the acquiring the knowledge, testing the principles, experimenting and practicing. And here is the intense interaction between the student and the teacher, the mentor and the mentee, the complete cohesiveness. And propagation and preaching, this is all about the community-based learning. The internship, apprenticeship, seminar, presentations, the various outbound programs, immersions, national immersions, rural immersions, international immersions. This is all the propagation and preaching. And this is the convergence. The digital is leading to convergence of technologies and industries. I mentioned about the augmented reality. My friends, this is the need of the hour. The various drones technologies, 3D printing, additive manufacturing, blockchain, virtual reality, whether the educational institution prepared for this change. I'm not talking only to the engineering and pharmacy, about the non-engineering programs, about the management also. Rightly said by Swami Vivekananda, he said the man making and character building is the basic motto of education, and expansion of mind and expansion of the heart is the purpose of education. And this is what the NEP come into the picture. A higher educational institution should be able to create an institutional action plan so as to achieve the quality enhancement and NEP implementation through NAC accreditation. Now I am hitting the target now. The institutional action plan, what is that? How the management institution can create the institutional action plan for the quality enhancement and NEP implementation. So these are the 7 criteria, my friend, to serve as the basis. The curricular aspects, teaching, learning and evaluation, research, innovation and extension, infrastructure, student support, governance, leadership and institutional values and best practices. So let me focus more on research, innovation and extension. This is the comprehensive plan for development of the research culture with the demonstrable progress. What we want, if we would like to go, if we would like to implement all this, the recruitment of the postdoctoral faculties, the PhD researchers with stipend as per the university norms. We want to implement the inverted triangle. The postdoctoral, जिनकी भी PhD पूरी हुई है, whether they can approach for their postdoctoral work. There are thousands of opportunities available for postdoc. The selection of the few internal faculties as the research professor. We can minimize their workload. We can request them. These are the various opportunities. These are the various bodies, agencies. These are the industrial projects. These are the CSR activities with the industry in the finance, marketing, operation, digital marketing, digital management. And on the top of it, the sabbaticals for teaching staff is compulsory. In the summer vacation or winter vacation, the faculty should spend their time as a sabbatical with the industry. To set up the center of excellence, I was mentoring the pharmacy and sustainability studies and all those. But how we can set up the center of excellences in the management schools? I spoke about the sector skill council, the curriculum integration. And my friends, most important is the faculty cluster to form, to inform the various faculties to come together. If to attain any task, you have to have the faculty cluster. The different multidisciplinary or different faculties should come together. For any business, we need finance faculties, marketing faculties, digital media professor, operations, strategy, the faculty cluster to take up the research activities, to imbibe the research culture. The learning environment for education 4.0, MOOCs, rural immersion, we must make it sure that our students, they are going to the villages, they are practicing the village as a laboratory, the economy of the village, the finances available in the village, Bara Balutedar system. The enough focus has to be given to the students. The various research lab, the data sciences, data analytics, need of the hour, SPSS के भी advanced version आ गए for the PhD students, for the postdoc student, and even for any research, whatever the data analysis required. And backed with this, the strong assessment and evaluation model. So what is the strategic plan for phase one for next 0 to 5 years? Is strong scientific and industry mentoring board. And because of this pandemic, it's a ये बहुत बड़ा हमें वरदान मिला है. On Zoom platform, you can identify your alumni based out of US, UK, somewhere can guide the students, the internationally renowned experts, the faculties can come, can shape the future, can design the syllabus, can add the value into the curriculum delivery and development. The strong industry mentoring board, that is the first key, the strategic plan for the B school to be ranked in the top. Best students by providing scholarships, national, internationally acclaimed institutes, the tie-up between the institute, forget about industry, institute interaction. Whether we are trying to develop the institute interaction, the best practices, the best finance faculty in this institute, forget about it within the group of D.Y.Patil, within the group of Bharti, within the group of MIT, whether we are inviting the best professors to come and deliver the joint research projects, the practice we need to let down. Invite and incubate innovation-led startups on campus. Let me tell you, those days gone. In this, the year 99, 2000, the admissions used to happen on the score, on the percentile, on the CET. In 2010, it was how many renowned companies are coming for the campus recruitment. And in 2020, how many startups are graduating from the institute? That is important. And that's why this Atal Incubation Center, Atal Innovation Mission, startup policy, Stand Up India, Startup India, ARIIA ranking, even in NIRF, even in NAAC, the NAC, how many startups are graduating from the institution? How many faculty startups? How many faculties? This should be the strategic plan. And as I mentioned, the enhancing the faculty to faculty connect, that is the very, very important, my friends. The promoting collaborative research, just now I spoke, the establishing the multicultural academic engagements. The emphasis has to be on mutually beneficial bilateral engagements to enhance the quality of teaching and learning. These are the various working laboratories we have to have on the campus. The computational laboratories, the working laboratories, the workshop, the fabrication of experiments. I'm sure many of the management institutions, they campused with the technical institutions. Dedicated center for acceleration and incubation, startup, the accelerator. How many startups accelerated? The various simulation studios, and this is the center of excellence for creative innovation at a university to boost innovation ecosystem in India. See, the innovation is a state of mind. Innovation के लिए कोई courses नहीं करने पड़ते. It is a state of the mind. The various nature of collaborations because of this pandemic, this entire era, the abroad education, the abroad facilities are getting available, and UGC is again allowing us to do that. The universities, the Pune University, SPPU is again allowing us to do that. The various collaborative activities like workshop, joint workshop conferences, student faculty mobility, collaborative research, something has to be done out of the box. And there is a separate phone. Jointly supervised doctoral and postdoctoral programs. If you have the PhD center at your place, it has to be jointly supervised. The curriculum design, training, developing joint programs, and this is bound to happen in future now. Now onwards, the future of the management education and the education management of the future. Articulation arrangement, progression arrangements, twinning program. This is not applicable to the only universities. This is applicable to the standalone institutions under the universities. The plan is to partner and collaborate with the leading universities. So selection and retention of the faculty member at the institute is again very, very important. The reward scheme for the good publication, good reward for the funded project, university se mila hua koi acha project, the various consultancies. Here the faculty cluster is very, very important to get the consultancies. Patent publication, the reward scheme. Reward is not only in terms of money also, the certificates, the special appreciation amongst the public, the winning awards on international platform, and so many things. But let me tell you, the change does not happen when circumstances improve. The change happens when we decide to improve the circumstances, and we are here to do that. Understanding the linkages of NEP 2020 and the NAC criteria. What are those various linkages? Many times we've heard of this NEP, and we are very soon implementing. From this new academic year, we will be implementing the national education policy. It will take a new shape in the next coming 10 years. It should sync with the changing needs of globalization. And that's why I'm talking of the international universities on Indian canvas. The bill is already passed. The urbanization and digitalization, skilled professionals, these are all the part of the NEP to prepare the budding Indian workforce for Industry 5.0 now. The major focus on skill education, improving the teaching and research outcomes. I was browsing the website of D.Y.Patil in the morning. All the POs, PEOs, everything has been written, outcomes. The emphasis on job creation. हमें नौकरी देने वाले चाहिए, नौकरी मांगने वाले नहीं चाहिए. The emphasis on the job creation, and that startup culture can only give that angle, and creating the ease of business environment. These are the various priorities. I will not get into that deep. Rather than I will focus on to the measurable plans, the strategic plan, how we can achieve this. Taking new initiatives, so many initiatives I discussed. The dropout ratio reduction, that is particularly from the villages and semi-urban areas. Gender parity index has to be improvised, reaching to the untapped areas. The various untapped areas, Modi ji in 2012 came to my campus for some reason when he was the chief minister of Gujarat. And while discussing on the management education, he said we started one very new program, and that called is MBA in temple management. So many temples across the world. For that reason, mosque, church, there is a separate economy, but there is no professionals available for this. Reaching the untapped areas, the MBA in temple management. The outcome of this program will be he is well versed with the financial domain, with the marketing, with the all those purchase, the human index, the satisfaction of the devotees. So these are the untapped areas. So many things with this emergence of new technologies. Those days gone, marketing, finance, HR, something new out of the box is required. There is a specialist doctors available right from the hair, बाल से लेके तो हमारे पैर तक, नाखून तक, the specialized doctors are available, and same is the story with the management education. Onto the every aspect, major, minor. We want this reaching to the untapped areas by delivering the basic knowledge system of the management. We need to give them a different perspectives, what is required by the industry 5.0. And the basic of this all NEP, NAC is interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary education. Ultimate aim to improve the quality of lives of the people in the country. What are the challenges? What are the gap between the supply and demand? Of course, the research work, including me, we are not focusing on to the quality research work. How much time we are devoting, how much the new practices we are adopting. Research papers reflected in low citation impact, poor quality of curriculum. The industry is not fully involved into it. Neither we are integrating the NSDC curriculum, the shortage of trained faculty, high student faculty ratio, less collaboration with industries. These are the, my friends, these are the government initiatives in the areas of HR development, digital library of ebooks. We tied up with the IIT Mumbai library systems. We tied up with the IIM Ahmedabad, the books, online linkages for the books. बहुत बड़ा पैसा नहीं लगता है. The digital library of the best of the B schools, in the best B schools in NRF ranking, in ARIIA, faculties from IITs, IIMs, they are offering the free of cost online courses, the schemes like Udan. The Unnat Bharat Abhiyan is there, connect with the neighborhoods, villages and addresses their problems. Or Dr. Vijay Bhatkar sir is the survey serva of this Unnat Bharat Abhiyan. There is a Rashtriya Avishkar Abhiyan in the development, the innovative learning based on observation and experimentation. And again, that is global initiative of academic networks. Academic credit bank ki hum baat kar rahe hain. The channel for US professor in STEM, that is science, technology, engineering and management. Math bhi bolte hain, management bhi bolte hain. To teach in Indian academic and research institution, and the time has come for transforming STEM to STEAM, the arts and humanities added into it. These are the various initiatives taken by the, it's called town hall meetings, all hand meetings, the brown bag sessions, the brainstorming sessions between the faculties and students, the leveraging the alumni, the jugaad solutions and convert them to the professional solutions. This is what how the Indian student they are finding the solutions called the Jugaad solutions. There is a company called scientificjugaadfunda.com. They are promoting, they are challenging the mindset of the students from the villages, how they are overcoming the agriculture problems. It's all the Jugaad solutions. I am Ahmedabad ke professor hai, Dr. Gupta came up with these solutions, the Jugaad solutions. National Innovation Foundation, the measuring focus on the IP creation, preservation, patent filing, international repute. The initiatives can be taken at the institute level by the management. Promoting the consulting opportunities by forming the faculty cluster for the staff members. More research associate, training associate, STEM to STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, humanities, management, mathematics, and inter-multidisciplinary opportunities. These are the various initiatives. The instrument for enabling the everyone through education, IEEE. This is not the institution of engineers and electrical and electronics engineers. This is the NEP 2020 instrument for enabling everyone through education. Need to promote taking membership of professional technical organization. Tie up with the various research labs. The city of Pune is full of with the research labs. We are the education hub, Oxford of the East, 24 universities as on date today, only in the city of Pune. Automobile hub, IT hub, gaming hub, research facilities hub. How many tie-ups we have in the research ecosystem of Pune? So these are the various suggestions for improvement. The industrial cooperation, student faculty exchange program, the live projects given to the students, the MCCIA, Maratha Chamber of Commerce, Agriculture and Industries, more than 7,500 industry database of SMEs and MSMEs. How many industries we have contacted so far? How many faculties went to these industries understanding the problem statements? How many students they have done their internship in those MSMEs? Government is to promote the collaborations between the India and international institutions. So the overall idea is to build the synergies between research and teaching. The NEP and management education. The imparting the management education in the regional languages. The 2 internships must be compulsory after first year and during the second year. The open elective courses, that is what NEP is also saying, the yoga, sports, music, fine art, the credits has to be added into it. And the most important, in the 4th semester, compulsorily they learn the subject through NSDC programs. You have to have the tie-up with the BFSI Sector Skill Council. This is one. There are 52 plus sector skill councils. So these are the steps to create a personal action plan for quality enhancement. What are those steps? How we can create the institutional action plan for quality enhancement? Number 1, the faculty recruitment plan. Advertise paper mein ye wo, but then for faculty to student ratio, we need to have the PhD postdoc scholars, hiring practice professors above 60, 65 age. Can they come and can they deliver as adjunct professor? Upgrading the skills of 85% of the existing staff. How much we are investing on the existing staff for upgradation of their skills. ये नहीं होता है. The continuous improvement in student intake and quality, you need to raise the bar for the students with all those national, international combination tie-ups, the projects, the products, the development happening, the selection ratio. हमें चाहिए कि हमारे मैनेजमेंट स्कूल में if the seats are 120, can we get more than 480 applications and out of that we can select only 120. The improving research, the setting the bar for the research publications must compulsory. The target for the assistant professor, 1 paper, research paper, associate professor 2, and a full-time professor 4 papers. For national conference, the target is 2 for assistant professor. International conference, at least they should publish 1 paper by the assistant professor in international conferences. This is the action plan. This is the improving research. What are those restop sample recommended journals for the economics, econometrics, finance? These are various journals, my friend. The list is available on the internet. There are so many journals. The role of a professor, the role of a HOD, role of a director is to make aware of the faculties and students. These are the areas available in finance, marketing, HR, system. Can we publish in this? Improving the funded research, creating a centralized facility and the standard operating procedures, creating faculty cluster. मैं बार-बार faculty cluster की बात कर रहा हूँ. And sourcing funding agencies, assigning targets for research faculty and monitoring the process of each faculty group. The assistant professor must get 1 lakh funding. That is a mandate has to be given for the assistant professor, associate professor, professor. The target has to be set very high. Forget how much he get the funding. These are the various funding agencies for research of projects. There were various ministries, they came forward, they announced their funding. There are various national bodies, the UGC, AICTE, CSIR, Indian Statistical Institute, Indian Council of Social Sciences and Research. Huge funding is available by ICSSR. How many faculties applied so far to the ICSSR? 1, 2, 3, 4. RBI, National Council of Applied Economic Research. These are the national bodies, my friends, and these are the international bodies. The huge funding by the World Bank on the various proposals. IMF, International Monetary Fund, Asian Development Bank. And this is the interdisciplinary center. I said you have to have the center inter data science. There is a company in Pune called Expansion International. They are promoting this culture. The various IT technologies, advanced information and communication technologies, the Cisco, Oracle Workforce Development Program, they are offering to the all management students. And the most important, the benchmarking has to be done. If you would like to have to improve the quality, you need to compare your organization with the ranked institution. Maybe the UG, these are just randomly I'm taken from the NIRF ranking, the Birla Institute for UG, for PG, IIT Delhi, Xavier School of Management. These are the national benchmarking. International benchmarking, whether do you have the Harvard University case studies method with you. The internationalization, the international faculties coming online and teaching, conducting the joint research program, the internationalization, PG management, and so many things, so many things, interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, interdisciplinary programs, the management, the finance for the mechanical engineers, interdisciplinary program. So many things, the interdisciplinary programs, this is what we are practicing at MIT, the School of Designing is teaching to the computer science, the mathematics and statistics, so many formed, and we are promoting this interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary culture in MIT. The another very important is the hackathon for management students. We heard of hackathon. Can we think of the hackathon for non-engineering programs? And trust me, we implemented it. This is challenging the mindset of the management students, marketing students, finance students, HR students, operations students, production students. The ideas coming to the mind of the student, how he can take the mind to market. The ideas coming to the mindset and we are taking it to the market. It's a mind to market program. The ideas coming to the mind, putting onto the paper to product. How the paper with all the inputs given to the students about the entrepreneurship development, the various aspects of it. I'm sure many institutions, they have the business incubators. We have the technology business incubators. Till the date, more than 51 startups, they graduated. We are promoting the management students to come up with the ideas, to come up with the proposal, come up with the prototype, the various apps, retail, marketing. The hackathon for management, let me tell you, I have the list of it, and the fantastic, we put it like this: the overview of your idea, the problem statement, the need of the statement, and then categorized into the actualization, whether similar product is available into the market, what is the cost involved into it. That training is required at the students. Just this is a case study, the samples. The School of Management for PG we did, and you find the innovation hackathon for management, and they came up with the various the power of mind. They came up with this. The team thermo, the change makers, the on road all the day. See the different concepts by the management students, the MBA students. They submitted the ideas, they prepared the project report, they submitted, and they won the prizes. Challenging the mindset. जब भी कभी टाइम मिलेगा, I will go into the details. I will explain कि कैसे उन्होंने problem statement बनाया, कैसा. These are the all the need of the society, need of the hour, need of the industry. Same with the UG. All those UG students, they came up, the BBA, the the various specializations in BBA, they came out with the various prizes. My friends, education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. And that is what the challenging the mindset, the hackathon of it. I don't want to comment on all those, the research in India, how much we are spending and where the India stands, how the China and how the US and how they are contributing to the GDP. The National Research Foundation came only for this, to uplift the India into the world rankings. National Research Foundation, the quality of research in India. This NRF aims to fund researchers working across streams in India. And if you have a 2F, 12B, a huge funding is available. That is NRF. The various impact on the students of this NEP, impact on teachers, the impact on vocational education and challenges. But let me tell you, my friends, the future will not be delivered to us, but it is made by us. And it is we, the faculties of the management schools. The education and learning should equip all of us to play a part in that unfolding process of collaborative, creative, and exploration of possibility. How the institutional preparedness happen for NEP? What are those criteria? How we can do that? I will spend some little time on it. The institutional preparedness for NEP, the multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approach, the institutional plan to engage more multidisciplinary research endeavors to find solution to the society's most pressing issues and challenges. And students, they are there. We want our students, the innovation should be there in head, innovation in head, compassion in heart, and passion in belly. There has to be complete coordination between head, hand, and heart for the noble cause of society. And this is what the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, NEP, the academic bank of credits. The institution for seamless collaboration, internationalization of education, joint degrees between Indian and foreign institutions, the academic bank credits, and to enable the credit transfer. And the most important, my friend, the faculties are encouraged to design their own curriculum and pedagogical approaches with the approved framework. How many of us we have our own YouTube channel? How many of us we have our own content delivery mechanism? How many of us we develop the content? Forget about develop the content. So many portals are available. Wheelie International, Tata McGraw Hill. Buy the contents, curate it as per your domain, as per your expertise, and with the help of this AR, VR, deliver the topic. The future is belong to us if we are having our own channel, and the followers to that channel is more than 25,000 students. They are watching, they are following your YouTube lecture. That is going to happen soon. The popularity of the faculty is not in the classroom, on the digital channel also. The various skill development, we said that is in view of NEP 2020. The enlist the institutional efforts. I started this a skill development implementation program way back in 2014, and trust me, all my MBA students, they got recruitment not in the one company, but two, three companies within a no span of time. The integration of the skill development council with your syllabus, marketing के syllabus में integrate करो, finance के syllabus में integrate करो. I said BFSI, so many things. Appropriate integration of Indian knowledge system, जो मैंने वराह मीर और सब की बात किया. The integration of Indian knowledge system, a good practices of the institution pertaining to the appropriate integration of the Indian knowledge system. Teaching in Indian language culture using online course, that is the view of NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, which I spoke. I am closely associated with the then UGC Vice Chairman, Dr. Bhushan Patwardhan sir. And in one of his lecture, he has given this Gurukul, Kulguru, and this complete Indian knowledge system, the integration of Indian knowledge system, the separate paper he published on that. The efforts of institution to preserve and promote the following, that Indian languages, Sanskrit, Pali, Prakritic, classical, tribal, Indian ancient traditional knowledge, which I said the Sushrut, Charak, and so many, Aryabhatta, Indian arts, Indian culture and traditions, outcome-based education, online education, and I don't know how much time left for me, but I would like to conclude with this video from the Microsoft, the future of the education. Let me know whether this is audible or not. So I'm playing the video. So it has been popularly said by the J.R.D. Tata, the quality is first engineered and only then it is inspected. The quality has to be imbibed, quality has to be planned. And that is the word called engineered, ingeniously. The quality is first engineered and only then it is inspected. So my friends, see this, I tried to give you that perspective, how we can imbibe the quality with the different set of parameters in the higher education system. And then only we can go for the NAC accreditation and ARIIA, then NIRF, and then the inspection has to happen. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present my views in front of you. Thank you so much.